Welcome to Turn Right Machine Works. My name is Keith. Alright, now let's get ready to open up the first of the three boxes we have here. Oh, that's trash. Alright, and now look at the box that you here got. This is four-way fold into here. That's a full 5/16 handle or so. At one time, there's probably a real nice clasp on there. This is a classical box, and inside the box, it actually has a storage area. You know, I wish there was a cover to the outside of this, showing micrometers, lineal measurement, how to transfer measurements, inside measuring established with a telescoping gauge, steel rules and related, veneers. Is there? See if I can find it. Page 45, page 46. We're missing a few pages. We're missing actually. Well, I see some paper down in there. I hope that's the cover down in the bottom there. All right. I'm not gonna dump this, but I am gonna go ahead and pull this out and dump this. That's a nice little tray. Make sure that fits right into there. Straighten that out right there a little bit. You know, I'm even wondering if somebody actually made this box. See, that was added on here all the way around for stiffness. I bet you we're looking at a homemade box here, guys. Alright, little stone there. Alright, I'm just going to dig out all these Allen wrenches. I got a box over here, Allen wrenches. Okay, and the rest of those are all files. Go ahead and bring you in a little closer here. Alright, there we go. We don't want you to be in too close. Alright, for right now, I will go ahead and put these files right back into here. Alright, now I haven't seen, in fact I've made a few of these in my day, and I gave away one, but this is a 3-sided file that has been ground and shaped into a scraper, and the file handle actually makes a very good handle, and there's a 3-sided scraper. Very nice, very handy. Alright, here's one. He's even ground in a little bit smaller there for some reason, to get in there. This is a Drop Forge USA high bar, patent applied for, 14 millimeter and 12 millimeter, 1/2 inch and 9/16. Who says you can't mix them, huh? You flip it over, it's the right size. 14 millimeter, 12 millimeter, 1/2 inch, 9/16. Okay? Alright. Who says we're not getting along? Alright, another dressing stone. We'll put that in the kit. Here is a file that was made into a knockout key. They leave this on here. Why not? That gives you the finger grip to hold it. Flat here. Radius there. Very hard material. It's not going to mushroom. It's not going to ding. That was pretty smart. I like that. Look at that. Another quick burr. I think I'm up to 3 of them now. All right, and dressing stone. All right. Now let's go in here, and we got a C-clamp. Rojan, made in USA. Some kind of crimper. You know, it looks like a pole splicer, something there. I don't know what it is, but like I said, most of the time. Oh, now here's another kind of a spoon type scraper right there. You know, he's got that dished out right there. Put that in there. Okay, now here's a real long scraper, and yeah, you could work that whole surface right there. Blue point. And look at there. I think we got a straight screwdriver in here. Skinny one. Well, there's a screw head right there. It might be Kenosha, Wisconsin. Snap-on Tool Corporation. Blue point. Blue point was look at that. Blue point. Snap-on Tool Corporation. Don't close all the way. Oh well, you know. Alright, a couple more taper sleeves. I pulled these out because I was looking for one the other day and I didn't finish cleaning them up. They're a little bit rusty there, but there's a 2 to 3 and a 2 to 4 right there. And the one that's not here in the 3 that I found in this box is being used at the drill press right now. You always need these kind of sleeves right here. They come in handy all the time. All right, here's a tap holder, and this definitely does look old. Now I see some lettering right here. SWC. All right, and there's a thread right here on the OD here, and then they use it to push that pin in there, and that pin it slides through there. This is held in with a cross pin there. It's a pretty oldie. Another chisel, pair of pliers. That's a real old pair of pliers. Okay, now that was a screwdriver. Look, this is a metal handle, brass insert right there, and he or whoever, that's a beater. That is a real beater right there. All right. Now here's another deburring tool. You know what? I never like these things that feel like they're gonna drag you in. I'd rather have something that you're gonna pull along. But you know what? They come in handy sometimes, and I don't know. Hey, a pair of dikes with a pair. I think that's an arc out hole there from being. I don't know. It's evenly vented on both sides, so it might be purposely for a stripper. Alright, 1/2 and 9/16. Now this ain't the combination metric and American on this one here. Double box in. Okay, a well rusted square file. A nice comfortable screwdriver there. Another one right there. There's an oldie. Now there's something. Nice chuck right there. But sometimes you need to hold those deburring tools and things like that. This is a handy tool to have. All right. Alright, we're going to start seeing this now. Dick Lavlor. L-A-V-L-O-R. Lalor. Lalor. Dick Lalor. And this is the Lalor family that we've appropriated this box from. Alright, there's another one of those beater screwdrivers. This has been silver soldered. It looks like a steel head in this one here. And it's been beat on. Alright, now here's another triangle file started, and he did like scraping. He did a lot of scraping. Okay, a couple more C-clamps. Alright, now you or I would you be wasting your time welding up a broken C-clamp, a 2-inch or 3-inch C-clamp? Forged steel, heat treated, made in USA. This is a Cincinnati tool company. Super Junior. Now there's one for the cabinet, okay? That's definitely one. This is malleable. That's nothing fancy about that. All right, here's somebody. This is I love tools like this. What do you think that's for? Okay, this is somebody made a no-go gauge or an inside no-go gauge. All right, so these are rounded off on the ends here, and there's 2 Allens right there and there, and they got these threaded. Okay, so they can set this with a micrometer, and then you'll be able to reach in your bore. You know, this can go in because you got a bar or whatever going in here, so you got to get that in there. That is the dimension you want. That's probably the last setting that he had, his last job, and very unique tool here. I mean, he even whittled it down a little bit more on each side right here because he had to get it down in there. But he made the ring first. Very nice. Alright. The paper I saw down in there was just around a C-clamp handle, so it really wasn't. 11/16 Craftsman from Joe Ward. And then these are standard forged wrenches. There's a Williams, another Williams. Okay, 7/8 and 3/4. That was very. I love my boxing 7/8 and 3/4. That's a very popular mill wrench because you got your nuts, 1/2-inch flange nuts are 7/8, and your 3/4 most of the time is your standard 1/2-inch wrench. All right, I don't know if that's the T-handle for a punch. It's mushroomed over like a little hammer. And a Craftsman 9/16. Alright, that's pretty well the end of that box. Let's move on to the next. Okay, are we ready? Alright, first off let's take a look at the actual box itself. When I first glanced at it, it's not a real big box. This is kind of a small machinist box. But back in the day, this is probably a pretty big box. The handle's gone now, but it probably was a rawhide handle, just like some of the wooden boxes that are made. And the reinforcement on all the corners, and also having 4 latches on the top here. All right, and of course the back double hinged here. These are all riveted tight. This is an extra lip that goes all the way around here. Of course, it's bowed out and stuff like that. It probably needs to be cleaned out, hammered back into shape. I don't know if this box would be actually capable of completely restoring, but you know what? It might be a pretty neat little project to do. All right, enough of the actual box. And you can see this has been modified with a clasp. Okay, you can put the lock here, but you can probably still pull the Allen wrench that's holding that out. And you know, security. All right, let's go ahead and let's open up and take a look. All right. She is pretty ragged on the inside, but that's you know, I don't know if this is probably the original felt. All right, and it's actually got wood in line, so this is metal over wood cabinet here. All right, now I'm going to come around that side there, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to get a couple different angles here, and we'll go through this box together. Okay, let's go ahead and go through the top here first, and okay, you know, that's a rotary burr. Okay, it's somebody put that in the handle. Okay, now, okay, you know how fast a rotary burr goes, and if you got that much speed on your hand, do not play with yourself. All right. I don't, you know, hey, well, we'll try this out, but I wonder what he was actually trying to deburr or whatever, but anyhow, there's somebody's idea. All right, let's go ahead, let's see what we got. We got a Starrett 196L sleeve. Okay, so it's for a rod, indicator rod. Looks brand new, 1/4 inch to 3/8 or so. I've worn out a few of those in my day. We're just going to set that over there. I'm not going to try to empty this and then clear it out or anything else. Hex stock with a hole in it. There is one big dowel pin. And let's see what we got in here. And it's got his name on the outside. Indicator with universal holder shank, 30 thousandths reading 1 thousandths. Last word indicator. And there it is. And if we flip one of these, oh, here it is. You know, it's been so long since I've had one. But you want right, up and down. That's how you switch it there. Alright, indicator there. There's your clamp set. Let's see what's missing out of here. That's where the indicator goes. What do we got in here? The screw goes in the button cap there. I'm not sure. I can't remember all the goodies in there, and we might find some of these other goodies laying around in the box here, and that went in like that. Okay, and there's a holder for there, and that went into the toolbox, or a tool block holder, excuse me. There was a round shank on there. There's, you know, a couple pieces missing here. I'm not sure yet. Might look on the internet. So anyway, I don't think I actually have a complete one myself. I may look and see what I got to combine. Now I'm going to be going through, and I'm going to have a couple extra you know, things come up here, and I'm going to throw something out there for you guys on the watching my tube here, and we'll just play it by ear. Alright, here's a tip there for a set of inside-outside crammels. I just haven't come across them yet. We'll find out. Alright, outside spring calipers, inside spring calipers. And at one time it was the Bradburys who owned that. And then Lalore. Nice pair of Starrett inside snap gauges, or not snap gauges, spring calipers, and a nice set of outside. Alright, Machinist Practical Guide. You got two of them here. Let's see, this is Morris Twist Drill and Company, and same thing there, Morris Cutters and End Mills. Machine Shop Health Fund. Richard was his first name. Bless you. Grinding of twist drills. A lot of neat little information. Allowance and fits. They're both identical. I'll probably be putting one of those up for grabs down the road here. Alright, here's another piece of paper here. It's always, not to be nosy on paper or whatever, but just sometimes it's good. Somebody will, like he Xerox copied this off at one time. Choosing the correct tap for the job. Flutes and chamfers. That's cool. He just needed to know some information. He went and got it. Alright, you know what? If that don't look like that missing screw, let's see. Maybe he was in the middle of making one and he never finished it. I got it backwards, of course. Alright, so it would have to have something here. You know what? He may very well have been working on that. That's just a keeper foot. This will be drawing it. I don't know. Might be a coincidence. Alright, spring pack here of Coromat inserts, square ones. We got a half round file, real sharp, but it is rusty. Alright, what do we got in here? Universal dial test indicator. And that looks like a darn close set now. Is this just a dowel? That's just a dowel in there. Just want to make sure it's not part of that set there. I have another one of these sets, and also too that same bar that we saw with the Lufkin there is a very similar amount here in the Starrett as well. There we go. Alright, and the little information that goes along with it. Alright, so that covers the top of the box here. And I'm not going to disturb what it is right now. We're going to go ahead and put a little wrist action back into there. And we didn't miss that, did we? That was just a piece of metal there. Some kind of little cleaning brush. Alright, I think that's everything that was in here. Alright, now this normally came down, and these pins actually used to come down here, and it looks like somebody's put something other than what we got here. Oh yeah, a couple nails. So whatever spring action comes in there from these pins that are no longer up here, we'd have to make whatever's missing there. Alright, and this is pretty well beat. So for right now, I'm going to set those there. And I'm going to go ahead and leave that up. Alright, we're going to fold this down. But first we're going to check out how that was all riveted together. And I'm sure that there's a piece of wood in between this metal here. Alright, we're going to slide. No, we can't slide that in because they've got that hook on there. Alright, once you start modifying, alright, let's go ahead and regroup the cameras here, and then we'll start going through the drawers. Alright, let's go ahead and take the first top drawer here. Does that look like a prize winner? Okay. And there's another one of those X-Acto knives there. We're still looking for the handle on that. Alright. Let's just go ahead and make sure that we're not missing anything in the back there. We got a couple brazed tool bits. We got some Allen wrenches in there. Looks like a junk drawer. Alright, there was a 1764 drill bit that was modified into a point, and that's a Morris taper right there. So basically they turned it into a dead center. And yeah, we got some wrenches in here for micrometers and you know, the barrels to adjust those. 9/16 is something. This is a guide for probably a counter bore tool. Couple inserts in there. I don't really see anything off the top of my head that would be anything interesting to talk about. Some tool bits, a couple inserts, things like that. Alright, we do have a box started for some things, so I'm going to just grab this out of here. Alright, let's go to the top drawer on this side. Well, every drawer is a junk drawer. Barrel for something, also broken. It almost looks like a ball or a wiggler keeper on the end of it there. There's a couple small, actually that's a brand new tap there. It's a 632. Looks real nice. Okay, now this has got a lot of little short bits in here. So this is for like boring bars and stuff like that. So you know, this is what he's got in this drawer mainly. There's a real nice right hand bit. Now I'm sure Mr. Pete, you check out Mr. Pete Mr. Pete 222 on his channel, and he's got a couple videos on sharpening bits. I haven't looked at them yet, but I did see his one on sharpening a threading bit, and a very nice job on that. But I want to look and see what he's got on other bit sharpening. I haven't really put one together, but as I'm going through here, you'll see a lot of bits, and you look at the shape, like that one right there. That's a chip curling breaker on that, or a chip breaker is what they call that grind on the top. This is the cutting surface, and that was made for feeding along that way there. And it does have bronze tarnish or brass tarnish on it, kind of maybe a clue at what he was hitting with. Now here's an end mill, that 7/32 end mill that's been resharpened on the end for a point. A lot of inserts that are in here. Here's another good looking tap. Razor blade. You got to be careful digging through the boxes, making sure. Here's a Rex AAA tool bit. Some kind of indicator, and that was the contact tip there. Where the rest of the part is at, I don't know, but little dowel pins in here. There's another tap. I'm just kind of I have a box over here with the taps started in them, and I'm just kind of, I'm going to throw that in there. I got a assortment cabinet that I'm going to go ahead and start putting together different size taps. Those definitely look like buttons to fit into some kind of indicator there. You can see that there is a lot of Allens. Sometimes these Allens, hang on to them, because especially with this being in the insert drawer here, sometimes those Allens are the ones that you need to fit in those insert holders. Support your inserts. See, there's the Allen at both ends, so that was a jack screw for the foot. Okay, there's the contact right there for one of those indicators right there. So you don't want to just empty out a drawer. You want to kind of like thumb through it, really make sure that you you kind of look at the little details that are in there too. And of course, these inserts, I'll grab one of my empty boxes and I'll start sorting those into style or kind. And some of these are rests, not cutters. These are rests to go underneath your inserts. Like it would be the insert rest. Not that size, but... Alright, let's move on to the next drawer.